What is going on, Stonebladers? I'll keep this Island Ponder, Force of Will, and removal. Ooh, nice. Looking for planes. Do we have a plains? That is quote-unquote a plains. Not going to be wanting back to basics anytime soon. Yeah, I don't like it, but no. I might have to like double force the cutter here, so I'm keeping Force of Will. That does not seem to be the case. The question is, when I Prismatic Ending this next turn, am I also going to want to ponder? Because that means they can daze if I Force the Will if they play a cutter. I'm just kind of thinking, what they do there? Well, nothing so far. But I think I am going to want to ponder. I need to find more lands. So let's do this. Tundra. This. I am going to ponder. Well, jeez. If I don't find any, I mean, at least I can snap. Okay. If not, I have Force of Will, Force of Will. That's kind of my reasoning behind that. If they don't Wasteland, I still have Snap and Ending, right? If they Wasteland, I'm going to have this and then what, 2 more? But if they have a Wasteland, they got a Wasteland, and they do. That's fine. There's that. Okay, was expecting that. Coat. That is the part. This is exactly what I was talking about if I ponder. Yes. So that's fine. Now I can actually just... Actually, no, I can't snap and... no. This is going to be hitting that, most likely, so... Okay. Ha! Yeah, that was played specifically because of me having a Tundra. And that's why I grabbed that second force. Pretty much every single reason they're going to know about my top card here. Nice. I'm going to ponder here once again. I think it's the best. Gonna have a lot of rebuilding to do here. We know we have like a mountain coming up. That is just no bueno. Wow, okay. Now my deck is starting to play jokes. So even if I get a plains, it's like then I need so much more. Okay, cool, they had another one. That's actually kind of good. Assuming there's no other bauble. Okay, not bad. Can my deck... Okay, I can do something. It's not too bad. Once again, I'm going to need a plains. Definitely getting... they're going to wasteland me, so I'm going to be far 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would need either a mana or a plains to bring this in. Expect to see like a bolt here, plus wasteland. Like they have to stop this. This is one way of stopping it too. But bolt is the best. Yep, there it is. That's fine. I wasn't planning on blocking here anyway, so I don't mind that. And they're probably going to wasteland, which I imagine. Also makes days much better. Are you going to Wasteland? Let's find out. There we go. So probably should. Yes. Do I want to block? Yeah, I'll keep it back. Yeah, I'm not the beatdown here. This is about stabilization. Yeah. The only thing like with that means I can't what's it called? What's the word? Snap. Oh, that's good. Not playing anything. I am going to give it one more turn to play around days. They clearly have reactive stuff. Could be days, could be force, blue card. Like, they're not doing anything here. They would have played a Delver. Oh, murky. I have a lot of ways of dealing with that. Sure. 7. 2 turns. I am gonna... Do I want to fetch here? Well, if I get a Brainstorm... Oh, that's fun. Well, that changes things. So now if I do fetch... Well, a heads-up play from them would be... Unless I get a... I mean, there's a lot... That's not good. They are gonna... All they have to do is daze this, but let's make them figure it out. Because then they can just attack. Okay. We have to fight another day so far. They could just have another bolt too. Well, there's that. And that'll be the game. So they have Boomerang Basics. That is something to keep in mind. Yield through turn. Okay. Alright, so that was brought to you by this and all the weird decisions I had to make because of it. I think keeping Scalding Tarn is better there to at least have a quote-unquote plains there. But yeah, just the mana is crap. Here is going to be double dress down, mostly double force. So Boomerang Basics is something to keep in mind, or whatever the heck that card is called. Like, to think that you might be getting in with, you know, like, Batterskull. Okay, we have mana. This is good. Keep. And a lot of things I mentioned there did come up, like, should I ponder looking for land? But then that opens me up to days. It's just, my land was so bad that game. These are good, but I'm looking for land now. Land I get. Okay, we'll play that later. Sure. I'm going to plow that now. So if they have Force of Negation, they can use it. Yes. And this is going to be the same thing here. I'm not going to ponder because I have lands coming up. They're F6. Okay. Because if I want to force a cutter, then I play in the days. And that's a very big difference between this game and last game. Sure. I will do this here. They're free to daze that. Was looking for land. This is going to be a little bit of ways. I'm using this. This can be in my hand, so probably... Yeah. I'm going to have to do some more funky stuff with my mana. Fun. Let's get rid of this. Do I want to ponder into days here? I mean, I am keeping this up, but that means, yeah, I think doing this is better. Let him think about it. Island. Might not even be able to play those. I definitely need some better stuff going on here. Yes. Okay, that can at least not get blasted. This has been some weird games with mana. Weird games. They say it can't get blasted. I meant wastelanded, if that was what I was trying to say. I think I messed that one up. Yep. Yep. No bueno. Okay. I am playing that to eventually play around. Well, I'm gonna have to fetch with their wasteland crap going on here, but I will start holding them. Like, I have this for Brainstorm if I get it. It's not gonna super kill me, but they can get a lot of value out of that. And I have a lot of answers to just about anything they can do aside from Cutter. Not the best time to play it, but it is something they're going to have to think about in terms of Red Blast. Like, it's clearly a bad time to play it, but it's more of like Red Blast bait, to be honest. And they're going to have to start tapping these lands. Like, you need more than one for Murktide. I will wait on that. That is what I'm looking for, though. Nice. So they have bolts, force. I'm guessing that was their draw. Sure, you get an extra card. Looking at their top. Okay, good to know. Nice. This might be like stopping them from just being more aggressive with mana too. I think this, okay, I was going to say, this is going to be where I actually do something, but Ponder is really good here. I do like Snap a lot. Prismatic Ending isn't the worst. No. And go. One, two, three, four, five. Sure. Probably just untap and this. I have Batterskull underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly 5 mana plus Volk. I don't think that's, I mean, as good of a card as it is. Sure. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. We've got land. I'm going to get plains into turn. Yeah, Batterskull is not the option here. I'm not F6ing, so... what I can do is blast this. I think blast is best here, so they don't remove my other swords. That's fine. I don't mind if they red blast this. I have Teferi for... Okay, that's good. Wow. Okay. Woo. Alrighty then. Yeah, the Snap was just red blast bait, if you want to call it that. But like I said, that back to basics was put there like to meticulously. They're gonna have to start using their mana, so that was gonna be red blast bait eventually. That's kind of the idea when you have your important cards, is that you want to play out the other ones that aren't as important, and then you can see how the game is going to progress there. And since I was blasting that, if that kept going, I would have played Teferi next turn. Attacked with Snap first, then bounced it. Alrighty. We're going to need some help with... I'll keep with this Brainstorm. How about Island Ponder? Waiting to pay cost. Is this a bauble? Is this... Okay, yes, we do have Island Ponder. Alright, pretty good. Plains isn't bad here. Force isn't bad here. Ponder isn't bad here. Sure. Sure. I might Brainstorm end of turn here. Actually, they're not doing anything, so I'm going to hold off on that. Yeah, I don't need to lose. Mana has already been wonky enough as it is this game. Game 1 was pretty weird. Pretty wretched. Sure. Do you like what you see? Well, I don't have Red Blast up. Sure. Sure. They don't want another bauble. So they know the top card. So that'll be the first card I draw. I think I need to dig one deeper just to make sure. Sure, that's fine. Just to be able to find a plains. I don't know if they're doing this because they saw the card I have. But they might be thinking, like, I probably have a Tundra. If you usually don't play it out like this, because then I would be able to plow. So it might be a good part for them to actually blast this Brainstorm. Okay, never mind. It's not as big of a deal anymore. Let's do this. Okay, that's good. So I don't think I need that. And I think it's something like this, because then I'm going to need to force just in case. Jace is a little bit later. In fact, do I even need Stoneforge yet? What am I doing next turn? I think I can Stoneforge next turn. I will do this now for Force of Negation. Like, let him cast it on this turn. Are they going to boomerang basics? That is another option. Okay, whatever it's called. I don't know the name of that card, but next turn I will have Pyroblast up, which is good, so I can Stoneforge, have Mountain and Blue up. This is Cutter. Yes. Okay. This is blastable very easily. Okay, there's that. That's fine. They're not getting a dude out of it, so there's that. Are they playing another one? Merc? Got answers to that. You got it. So not going to be able to do much about... they have one card in hand, which is good. So I want this. This is most important. Like, you got to assume they have a daze here. Like, that's the only thing. This is going to be quite important. And then they can daze the Ponder. Like, if daze is the card in their hand, I'm in a really good spot, which is why I'm doing this here. That's the reason why I did it in that order. Back to basics isn't the worst, but they could really go off here. I also do have, let's see, because another Stoneforge. I only have one white, which means that's going to take a while to get going. And I have this for any creature. I'm going to do any order here, actually. Okay, not bad. Because, like, they have two cards here, so one needs to be like, okay, that's good. Okay. Makes sense. Did they draw a bolt? Okay. If they did, they would do it now. Oh, you ass. Okay, that's fine. Now the annoyance of planes would be nice here. Okay, that's actually good. They have no cards in their hand. So they're going to need something to be able to deal. I think it's just Batterskull here. This attacks me for 3, and then they have to have like something to deal with this. And then I just plow that next turn, and then this opens up all of this. Like Murktide, whatever, plow it, blast it. Oh my goodness! Okay. Congratulations. Oh my god. You got your 1 or your 2 of. Okay. It's not over yet. I'm just... That was a little ridiculous. Alrighty. Yep. I will do this. I can deal with that next turn. This is going to be Snap and either Brainstorm or Pyroblast. We'll see what they do. I think I'm going to go with Brainstorm here. Like, if they have Merc or something, it's annoying, but whatever. I'll figure it out. Did you draw an instant? Okay. Nice. You and your Abrade. Whew! Alright, so I am doing this next turn, and then I'm going to keep Pierce up. I have to get rid of this card. And then Jace's next turn. Done. If you have... okay. Force of Negation there would have been pierced. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're keeping up. I am just going to draw 3. I don't care about Bolt. They could have another Unholy Heat. That is perfect. Daze has entered the chat. Now I know exactly the cards are in their hand, and I can play accordingly. Nice. So they're going to need a Red Blast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, I am going for Brainstorm. It is... Do you have Force of Negation? Wow. Wow. Opponent is drawing all the good stuff, I do have to say. That Abrade was just, especially since there's usually like 1 or 2 of. I have a lot of good cards in my deck. That is one of them. And I have cards to put back, so let's do this. Yes. This. And this. And we're going to play that game again, where if you want to start tapping your lands, there's going to be a price for it. Like here, if they play Cutter, I can just Spell Pierce it and all their lands are locked down, and then I can Prismatic Ending it next turn. Sure. They're going to know about my Brainstorm? Yep. This really got me going, this Abrade right here. I just can't lose after that. It's just not cool. I'm going to hold on to that. They know about it. Should I Spell Pierce that? No. Because if they play Cutter, I can deal with it. See, they're not really incentivized to do much more else. Yeah, I can totally just pierce this. So shuffles their library. You know what? I think that's fine. Go ahead. Like I said, this is just making Pierce fantastic against any Red Blast, against Cutter, so... And I have a Brainstorm, so they're going to have a lot to deal with if that's the case. I could have pierced that, but... Now I can be very picky about this. Okay, one more land. Merc is actually the most annoying things. I get like, what, 1? Yeah, I get 1 time to go after it. Alright. We know about Tundra. And do we find it? There's so many cards to get. Oh boy. Well, there's this is going back, and this is going back. Doing this. How do I want to tap? This has to be Island in case I get a Jace. Because I'm using Ponder here. Oh. Whew. Well, do they have Daze or do they have Blast? That is going to... The question is, what do I want after that? It would be a Brainstorm. Just thinking all the things that could... So either they have a Daze or a Blast. Oh! What a game. That's right. Take that, Abrade. I was not very happy about that Braid, but weird fetching, weird lands, weird games got the win. Hope you enjoyed that one.